As Hurricane Milton continues to churn in the Gulf, the storm is heading straight for Florida's west coast. And the way things are looking right now, the Tampa area could take a direct hit.
And as you know, that area is still recovering from Hurricane Helene that hit just 12 days ago. Fox 35's Lloyd Sowers is live there tonight. Lloyd, good evacuate. We've seen a bunch of people hitting the roads to evacuate, so at least that's the good news tonight.
Yeah, a large evacuation as I've ever seen. Probably the biggest evacuation I've seen on the west coast of Florida. People taking this very seriously. I think they're shell-shocked from Helene. Remember, it's 2 weeks ago you had that 7 to 8 foot storm surge that really impacted our beaches, all the way from Clearwater down through the Sarasota beaches. You see debris piled outside, people's furniture, people's appliances, people's ruined carpet piled outside. So a lot of people were going to get out of town. I'll show you that in a minute. First, let me show you this video from a hurricane hunter based out of Lakeland. This is aboard Miss Piggy as it flies into Milton today, and this is a bumpy ride. This is one of the strongest hurricanes on record. These guys are flying right through it, collecting data that is being used for this forecast track right now. On the ground, not so smooth sailing for motorists, bumper to bumper traffic in some places. On I-75 headed north out of Florida, also on I-4 heading up toward Orlando and Daytona Beach. But as you pointed out, with this storm, you're going to have hurricane strength winds reaching much farther inland than we saw with Helene. There's going to be more rain. There's going to be more street flooding. And here on the West Coast, some people have evacuated twice now. Some people were frustrated. We talked to a building manager on Clearwater Beach the other day. He was frustrated. Here's what he told us.
In fact, everything that you're looking at here was about 4 feet underwater, all the way. Entire beach got dumped all the way through to the front and all the way through the garage. So while we were happy to get it all cleaned up in a week's time, as you see, this next storm has us all worried that everything we did is just going to get pushed back.
Yeah, and gas has been a bit of an issue today in the Tampa-St. Petersburg area. We found gas stations closed. We found gas stations out of gas. Earlier in the day, Governor DeSantis said that, in fact, there would be more gasoline coming into the state, and these stations would be replenished. But again, authorities are telling people to get out, particularly the low-lying areas. You always have a bunch of people, or I wouldn't say a bunch of people, less this time, but you always have people that want to stay behind. Authorities have been talking tough here. They're saying, look, you know, we're not going to force you from your home, but if you choose to stay, we're not going to be able to come get you. When the weather kicks up, when the winds reach a certain speed, you're on your own. And so that's what people in the mandatory evacuation areas are looking at tonight. Perhaps a little storm track going to the right a little bit, to the south. That means people in Sarasota, Bradenton are under the gun. And if it keeps sinking further south, then you start worrying about Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, barely back from Ian 2 years ago with a 15-foot storm surge that crushed Fort Myers Beach. They do not need Milton, but it is going to come on somewhere on our west coast, be it Tampa Bay, Sarasota, Fort Myers. A lot of people stressed out, a lot of people worried, a lot of people getting away from this storm Milton as it bears down on the west coast, guys. Back to you.
Lloyd, thank you so much. We appreciate you being with us tonight.